Okay, this is just going to be a 5-minute grounding meditation. I know some of my clients have asked for support in this way, and it's a great way to just start your day once you create your schedule for the week. So I may periodically open and close my eyes, but start by finding a comfortable position. And that can be seated, it can be lying on the ground, it can be in your bed. And just take a minute to get comfortable. And then really start to feel whatever is underneath you supporting you. So that may be your bed, that may be a chair, that may be the floor. Just feel the space between where your body ends and whatever's supporting you underneath. That is a feeling of feeling held and supported and grounded. Now tune into your feet, wherever they are. Maybe they're on the ground, maybe they're being supported by the bed. Find one place where your foot is in connection to something else and tune in to both the right foot and the left foot. Maybe even wiggling your toes. Just get a sense of your feet. And then wherever you are, start to notice the different parts of your body that are connected to whatever you're sitting on. So maybe you notice the back of your legs, the base of your back, places in your back that are meeting whatever's underneath you. And then tune into your hands. They might be connected to each other. They might be on your lap. They might be kind of away from your body, resting on the bed. And again, get a feeling for your hands and maybe even give them a little stretch, wiggle. And of course, the mind will start to wander as it does. And that's normal. That's the nature of our mind. When it doesn't have something to kind of land on, it's going to wander. So you can notice that. You don't need to give it too much attention. And then bring your attention back to the body and back to the physical feeling of your body lying on whatever you are being supported by. And it may help even now to take one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly as you start to tune into your breath. So maybe your breath was happening in the background, like regular easy breathing. And we're gonna make that a little bigger so it's more noticeable. So start to take a long, full inhale till you get to the top and even sip in a little more air. And then allow for a lengthy release of the air all the way, pressing all the air out of the body when you get to the bottom of the breath. And then naturally take an inhale when you need to. So keep that breath a little bit bigger, a little bit fuller. It is good to kind of keep your mind connected to something. It makes it more noticeable to the self, and it's really good for the system instead of taking shallow, short breaths to take long, lengthy, full breaths. So following the rise and fall of the breath as it is when you take those lengthy, full inhales and lengthy exhales. And even still with your mind having something a little bit to land on or stay connected to that's in the present, it will start to wander off. It'll start to follow a thought. And you don't need to assess that or judge that. Just notice it and then recognize you kind of connected to a thought. So you can drop the thought or the thing and then come right back to the breath. Back to the rise and fall of the breath as it is. So remembering and reminding yourself that what's happening right now is really very simple, and you can remind yourself that it's really just the body lying wherever you're lying or sitting wherever you're sitting, the breath in the body, and any sounds around you that you're aware of. At this very moment, despite everything that's going on around us in the world, and the only things that are happening in this very moment are those things: body sitting, resting, breath in the body, and sounds around you. So take a moment to pull in a supportive and positive thought for yourself. It might be, if you can say in this moment, if you've connected to just the grounding and the body and the breath, if you can say to yourself, I am okay right now, then that could be a good thought for you to hold in your mind. Or maybe you have some gratitude for some pieces of this that you can find positive. If your work is being maintained, if you're getting paid, that's something really positive. That's something really helpful to hook onto. If it's made you more mindful of the food you're eating because you have time to cook for yourself, then that's helpful too. So find a statement to just pull in and repeat in your mind a few times. And again, the basic statement of I am okay right now is a good place to start. So repeat that a few times. Let it sink in. And you can remind yourself to use it later in the day when, again, you're going to be busy, things can get ramped up, there's a lot of media to connect to and read, and you can start to feel overwhelmed. So it's a good thing to carry with you today. And then when you feel finished, you can start to open your eyes, move around, maybe have a big stretch, and then get on with your day. I hope this was helpful.